Hi guys, it's Jim and this is Jim's Fix-It Shop. I called on them piston rings and unfortunately they're discontinued. They don't make them anymore. Yeah, I've went online. I did find some that I could buy, but I got looking at some other parts on this engine. The stator is shorted out. They're 80 bucks. The rings are going to be 25. The gasket set I bought I can return. I think I'm going to reassemble this and throw it on the shelf for parts. Normally if I strip an engine down, I'll keep the carburetor, the coil, the stator, the flywheel, the head, just parts that you normally may have problems with. I just throw them all in a box and put them on the shelf. I've had people call me and ask for different pieces and I've sent them to them. Putting this back together is not a real problem. As far as timing, maybe I can pull this camera a little closer. Give me a minute. The book says when you drop the crank in, turn the timing mark towards the carburetor side of the engine. Just in that general area. Then when you drop your cam in, the mark on your cam gear, drop that down in there and line them two up. I'm a tooth off, just like that. Drop the top half on it. That's probably the simplest part, getting it back in there. What I'm going to do is just reassemble this thing and throw it on the shelf and hang on to it. My 28-inch that I rebuilt 25 years ago, I put a new engine on that about 4 years ago. I put a 10 horse on it. Seems to run all right. I think I'm going to pull that off and put it on this 33-inch machine where this came off of and see how it works. If it seems to be underpowered, I'll order a new engine. I have a catalog in the house. It's Small Engine Distributors. They've got these engines in there for 200 bucks, brand new with electric start. The electric start on this one sounded like it could use bushings in that, but I wasn't going to deal with it until it just quit. The engine store that sells these things, they're typically off-season engines. What they do is they'll go around to all the manufacturers like Toro and Snapper and Ingersoll and MTD, Lawn Boy, and when they're gearing up from, say, snowblowers into lawnmowers, they'll go in and buy all the stock they have, all the engines. They'll take them all, and then they resell them. They mark them up, I don't know, 10-20%. They resell them, which is a deal. I mean, you can't buy a brand new engine. They come with a full 2-year warranty. They're brand new. They do have some engines they call takeoffs. That's where a manufacturer like, say, Craftsman has their riders totally built, ready to go, and something happens. A guy hits it with a lift truck. They knock it off a shelf. Something happens to the rider. So they'll strip it. They'll take the transaxle out, the engine off, a lot of the parts, and they'll sell them to this company. And they're called takeoffs. You can get them even cheaper. They did have one of these 12 horses in there that was a takeoff. It said it could be scratched or dented. Some are, some aren't. And that was less than 200 bucks for a brand new engine. So I think we're going to go that route instead of putting 250 into this one. It's like Grandpa always said, difference between a good repairman and a great repairman is knowing when to quit. So if you need any help, need any answers, a little confidence, whatever, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer you. I'm going to throw this together and then go pull that 10 horse off my old one and put it on this 33-inch and see how it runs today. So don't forget to subscribe. The email address is jimsfixitshop@gmail.com or jnrwoodworking2@gmail.com. They're all going to the same building. So we'll talk to you soon, and remember, work safe and have fun.